But the ship was a belly of tea. Go, fired up down below, my bully boy. Surely the man from the bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tide is done, we'll take our leave and go. Surely the man from the bring.
We did it. We're live. Big shout out to Avert the Crisis in Wellerman. That's the remix with him and the Marine rapper. What's up, everybody? It is the Beardlaws podcast show, Thursday edition, episode 126. The voice you're hearing right now, for whatever reason, you just think that we're better to listen to than to watch. We appreciate you. I'm Matt with Beardlaws. We got Logan Beardlaws too. Hopefully the mic works. It's not near his face at all, but he's going to do the thing. He was caught up backstage looking at all the poop pics that were sent over this week. So thank you very much. Undisturbed. And
he was also drilling a little bit. I saw it.
Actually, there was one poop pick that made him go, whoa!
Oh, yeah.
And we'll have to figure that out. And Brandon J. McDermott is the other magical voice and magical mustache that you hear. Logan, do a little sound check.
Little sound check.
Oh, we heard him.
Oh my God, that's
Wow, we did it right out the gate.
Goddamn.
usually it's like sure, Logan. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, so it turns out for anybody wondering, if you put your microphone cable in a heater,
Right.
like an electric heater, the elements will burn through that, causing
Yes, they
microphone
will.
issues. We found that out the hard way,
Yeah.
but we've gotten through that.
And the other issue we've had is there's an idiot on this end of the microphone.
I mean, there's that, but
The next week, remember, I just didn't turn it on.
No argument there.
yeah, I mean, either way, in your defense, I guess on that one, I turned it on
Right.
and then turned it off, thinking like, hey, the first thing you do. But it had been a while since you've been in the studio.
It had been a while.
But either way, we're both in the studio.
Hi,
And
everybody.
We're gonna spice up Logan's background a little bit at some point instead
Ooh.
of those cheesy little microphone things or foam things, soundproof things, I guess is a thing.
Mhm.
But either way, we got so many amazing people here. We got the early game. Lalita. We got Rozzy in the house. What's up, Rozzy? Glad you're finally here before 10. Joe, as always, isn't here. Make sure you check out his podcast Wednesday nights. Brandon, you what's up?
She is here long enough and often enough. I need to know: is it Lolita or is it Lilette? Please.
Oh,
tell
it's Lilette, but I always go
Oh, okay.
Lalita.
me. Okay,
Yeah, I say it wrong, and she's cool with it. She's cool with it. Grim's here. Woo woo. Know who isn't here? Toby, and he does apologize. You might see him in the chat, but he's got some major internet issues, and he's working that out. He's probably not going to be on a podcast today. Hopefully, they get that resolved wherever he is. I don't know what it is about these rural southern places with terrible internet, but shout out Squeaksbeard. Shout out Yuma TV. Look at that double
Yuma
shout out.
TV.
Yeah, that remix is awesome, and I'm gonna put a link to the SoundCloud from our dude Avert the Crisis. A lot of the stuff that you kind of see me do on social media, a lot of the sounds come from him. He's just absolutely amazing. He has an absolute amazing mustache. So make sure you guys show his SoundCloud some love. He's got a couple of other things out there. Show his Instagram and everything some love too, if you would like. And if you have a SoundCloud, he's only got 10 followers. I think we can bump that up. But yeah, the Wellerman and the Marine rapper is one of my favorite that he has done, and it's just absolutely amazing. So again, thank you so much. What's up, Blur? All right, so fellas, what's new since last week? For anybody that didn't watch last week, I was live from a hotel. Shout out to the Marriott hotel that we were at in Syracuse, Carrier Circle, Springfield Suites.
Good times.
Yeah, great times,
Beautiful.
Great staff. The front desk dude was on point, gave me the conference room with the promise that I wouldn't mess it up, and I came through on the promise and didn't mess it up. Brandon was there. Logan was also traveling and doing some stuff.
Correct.
Toby was caught up as well. So it was the Brandon and Matt show, and it was pretty good. I thought we had a good time. And yeah, it is what it is from a hotel. And yeah, I was really nervous relying on hotel Wi-Fi because it can be a little touch and go there. But either way, we did it. So if you guys want to rewatch it, cool. Shout out to all of our Patreon subscribers, which is down to 0. We lost our one Patreon subscriber. I knew it was only a matter of time. It was too good to be true. But yeah, we lost it. But if anybody has any other ideas on ways to be able to continue to support the podcast, something that we can do for you. One that I'm very surprised that nobody's taking advantage of is the Honest Amish Beard Oil of the Month Club. There's one there for only $10 a month. You can get an Honest Amish surprise package sent to your house every single month. Only $10. The
That's
oil
pretty good.
is worth more than that. A
Sure.
soap is worth more than that.
Sure
I
it
thought
is.
somebody would take it. Either way, I think there was like a t-shirt of the month club where I would just send you a t-shirt. Maybe it's on there, maybe it's not. But either way, if anybody has ideas or you fellas have one, yeah, if you want Logan to take a poop picture and send it to you each month, well, how much
think
would
you do,
you
but-
charge to send a picture of your poop to people a month?
Well, based on some of the stories that we've had on this show, I should charge a lot because, quite frankly, I'm an influencer. But I would stick with $10. $10 would be cool.
Ruth, and that's cool
Logan,
too.
That's so messed up.
Logan, while I love you, you couldn't even influence your dinner decisions. But
You're correct.
if I could add without having Logan try, is there a way you can adjust his mic? It's a little warm. It's a little hot. Logan's.
It's too loud.
Yeah, just a bit. But on my end, anyway, I'm not sure if anybody
I
else-
just turned it down a little bit.
How about now, Logan? Can you speak?
I can speak.
Good boy.
Is that better?
No, he sounds great. So
Okay.
I was going to
Well,
ask.
let's not get carried away.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, Matt, how much would you charge, and what level would it be for you to send a daily or twice weekly poop pic for people on your Patreon?
See, I don't think I would do it. It's just not my style. You know what I mean? I'm like a private pooper.
Right, but that's
If
not
I
the
was in the
question. If
army,
you
I
were
would be
to do
private
this-
pooper.
If you were to do it, could you base it? Let's do this. Could you base it on type of
Ooh.
poop? On the poo?
I couldn't do that to him. I'm not a fan of the nut shot or the cup check.
although, funny suggestion. Go fuck yourself.
I mean, can we talk about that for a minute? Like,
Yeah.
we talked about that a couple times ago, a couple weeks ago. I hate that. I always hated it. And like, why were you like automatically like defaulted into the game if you're just a dude? You're just, oh, you're here with a group of 5 guys. Oh, I'm gonna do it to you too.
What did you call it? Nut shot, cup check?
I just called it dudes trying to touch my genitalia. But yeah,
See, that's a long name. See, I would always call it cup check. So if anybody wants the shirt, you guys can check out my my news site, 90sdresser.com. You got the cup check tee. Comes in a variety of colors, in sizes, and I'm always ready for a segue.
Yeah. I did you guys do that in school?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Why do you think our friend that had
Yeah, that's true.
our friend that had multiple babies, that dude got hit in every sporting event, and
Yes.
he was often hit in the junk. I never did. I never was that guy. Like there was no part of me, and this doesn't. I'm not trying to offend anybody. There was no part of me that ever wanted to touch another man's private parts.
Right.
There's some people that really love to touch other men's private parts. Not me.
non-consensually too. I mean, like just not.
Yeah.
No.
Right, like walking by in the hallway while they got their books with them and be like,
The thing was, the funny thing for me was, it was like some sort of you had a step over me or you were above me because you just hit me in the nuts. Like, no, dude, you just touched my balls, fam. Like, you are definitely below me, and I wouldn't let you.
in Hewlton, it was a cock shot. And education from my parents just basically said, don't ever do that to someone because it could hurt them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, by the way, unless you want someone else to do it to you.
Yeah, I mean it just wasn't a thing.
Anybody ever had that like weird kid they went to school with who would like do weird stuff, like eat weird things or let people punch them or just weird shit that they would do, jackass style is the only thing I can explain it and compare it to. Yeah, dude, go ahead and hit me in the balls. One weird kid
Inadvertently did it, but I didn't have a friend that did that on a regular basis. Not like a good friend. I knew of a few of them that for a while, as soon as Jackass came out, or like right before Jackass, but it was, it could be they started to do that, but I wasn't necessarily friends with them. But the jumping off the the open door on the second level of a garage onto a mattress type shit, and
the backyard wrestling. Let's go.
Yeah. Having sex with tangerines and shit. That's just weird. Yeah. Yeah, that happened too.
Yeah, I knew there was like a thing for a while in your hometown where there was a lot of dudes having sex with many fruits, but
Textbooks.
that wasn't in textbook. Yeah, that
Somebody
wasn't a
really
Jackass
loved
thing.
history. Actually, I think it was an English book.
Yeah, don't worry, that wasn't my place. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I went through the Jackass phase
Allegedly.
where we did some dumb things, and some of the eating things was some of the stuff I participated in, like the hard boiled egg challenge. How many hard boiled eggs we could eat? Always ended up in puking. Terrible idea. Don't try that. And also the milk chugging. We tried to see who could do it. We had a buddy. He could get through almost 2 gallons without puking. Yeah, it was. I think he practiced a lot. And the weird thing was, like, he didn't like milk.
Was he a farmer?
No.
Ooh.
No, wasn't a farmer. Didn't like milk, but just was. And then he kind of went the extreme with the Jackass phase. He at some point joined a college sports team, and they would like staple awards to him. They would do a lot of things. Yeah, he really kind of shined in those moments. Shined in those moments. Let's go with that one. But
What about you, Brandon?
What's the question?
Your question? Did you like? Were
We
you?
had a kid. We had those backyard wrestling kids, and that's the only way I can explain it is just say backyard wrestling kids. I love WWE, love WWF, love The Rock and Stone Cold and late '90s Raw and Undertaker and Kane. And
can you do the Rock eyebrow?
No,
Oh.
but I don't want to do it. I can't do it justice. But we had the kids who did that, and it was right around the time that Jackass came out. And I mean, these kids were doing dumb shit like drinking sour milk or swallowing a live goldfish.
Oh, yeah.
Or, just weird, dumb shit that you like to either impress girls or friends. Like we had one dude that would like walk up to dudes and just kiss them on the mouth. Not because they were, attracted to men, but because they were trying to be bombastic and crazy and make people
Mr. Bombastic.
So, yeah, they kind of made me feel weird. And you always kind of kept your distance because you didn't know what was coming.
Right.
Are they going to try to grab you, touch you, do things to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird time.
Stick the
You're
tongue
going
down your throat like Jim Carrey and Lauren Holly.
you're going through that middle school, that high school. Like it's not a great time, for a lot of people. People get made fun of,
Yeah.
and people just get beat on, and it's just one of those things where you just get through it. And at the end of the day, yeah, we remember some of these stories, but just remember, and this is going to take a serious turn, but just remember, like, it's not that bad. All right. There's going to be shitty times in a world that we live in with people, getting on their phones and just being dicks, and they're not allowed to get punched in the face. Like, it's a weird world we live in, but at the end of the day, we're going to get through it. And it's going to be good.
Undead Stoner says Rochambeau. I never had anybody actually play that game where they just kick each other in the nads as hard as they can to see who loses. Who can they just keep doing it till it's like the slap game, but with kicking each other in the balls. Never anybody do that. But I mean, kids were just weird and wild. And it was attention seeking because we all did it. So I don't know.
What's up, E-Rock? We're talking about how weird all pretty much dudes are at that age. And it's funny that it's not funny because the name that just came in here is disgusting, but just ironic, I guess, that as we're talking about immature people doing immature things, somebody immature comes in with a stupid name on YouTube. We blocked them. They'll be play there. Yeah, I blame Jolt and Surge. That was always a weird thing too, that, you know what I mean? Like in high school, you would think, and maybe it's different from where we grow up, but you would think that like you would kind of, preach healthy foods and options, but there was soda machines that you could just go up and pound soda. There was vending machines with just junk food and just shit food. There was just never like those healthy alternatives.
Did you guys have the vending machines with like Fruitopia in them, like 40 grams of sugar in a bottle of juice?
Yeah.
Fucking Surge. That shit was like Mountain Dew on steroids. I mean, like you didn't drink that and become a better person. I'd tell you that.
Yep. Big fan. Yeah. It's all look at it. Yeah. Exactly. We're all on the same page. And it's funny how now, just like many high school dances, there's just a bunch of boys in the chat hanging out, talking about dude stuff. And even Ruth is like, I'm out of here. Maybe she's still here, but yeah, those were
the ponytail one. Have you ever seen that done? That's gotta freaking hurt. You just yank them right down, yeet them to the floor.
Yes. Yeah. I've seen it done. I've seen it done.
Thanks.
Yeah. There was a lot of concussions that weren't diagnosed concussions back in the day. And look, if we all are okay when nothing happened to us, we're good to go. But So, it's a weird world, like I was just saying, that we live in now with everything going on. And there's a lot of people, maybe not working. A lot of people are trying to find easy ways to make money, And yeah, Logan said yeet, Ruth. I heard it too. Yeet. So there's a company. And this is, every show we try to do. And if you're new here, you don't watch this a lot. What we try to do is we always try to have some FlorDUH news, maybe some ring cam footage. And as a reminder, you can go to ringcam.com/beardlaws. It's probably not going to work. So then come back to the show. But then we try to get some news from the UK because we're an internationally loved show. I think it's safe to say that, people,
absolutely.
we get some of our friends from the UK that are usually here. But so this is we're going to kick it off with an article from the UK, and it's about poop. So there's a company, as the headline reads, that wants to pay you 5,000 in the squiggly line euros to sniff your dog's poop for 8 weeks. Based on the headline, what do you think?
What?
Yes, company wants to pay you 5,000
Okay.
euro to sniff your dog's poo.
Is the question which company?
No, I'm just initial reactions to this. Like, would you allow a company to sniff your dog's poop for 8 weeks or cat?
Doing it?
They want to smell my dog's poo.
That's what the company wants to pay you 5,000 to sniff your own dog's
poo.
This reminds me of a radio giveaway competition that happened when I was a kid. I'll tell you about it afterwards. But
okay.
Yes, I would do that. In fact, it just today walked into my bedroom and I was like, why is there a pile of vomit in the middle of my bed? It was a pile of cat shit. And I was like, well, we need to find out why the cat's shitting in the middle of the bed. Oh, the door to the shit box is closed. Oh, okay. The cat's sending a message. Don't shut the fucking door so I can shit somewhere.
Yeah.
Because if you do, it's going to be in the middle of your bed.
Because cats are assholes like that.
Okay.
Yes, cats. We all agree. Cats are assholes.
The cat could just shit next to the box and be like, hey, I would have made it in there, but I couldn't. You shut the fucking door. Nope. It's, hey, I just took a dump in your bed.
Right in the middle of the bed, too. Like, you ain't missing this big old pile of steaming fucking diarrhea.
Right. And then they meow at you for food immediately as you see it.
Oh.
I was watching a show about like thrift stores and all this stuff. There was a cat skull that went for $75. Just throwing that out there. Anyways, so the job role for 5,000 euro will require the owner to record their dog's experience. That's what they're calling it,
right.
Which apparently there was a lot of experiences sent to Logan at beardlaws.com. We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
I got some.
With the transition from their usual diet to a plant-based diet by noting the color and consistency of each stool their dog produces. So it is a plant-based dog food company called Omni, and they are going to get successful candidates to record their dogs taking dumps, you smelling it, and start to see, through the monitoring, the stool samples, the smell, and all that stuff to see apparently if it's better. The brand states that it hopes the successful candidates can start as soon as possible on a salary of $2,500 a month for 2 months in the unusual poo sniffing duty.
I will definitely tell you, dog shit smells a lot worse than cat shit.
Yeah,
there's some that's been definitely close in competition, but generally speaking, you smell like a bulldog shit. Oh my God. Dogs usually fart and cats don't.
One time we successfully made it a bulldog and a shih tzu. They called it a bowl of shit. Never gets old. So, here's the article, and they found, obviously a fairly attractive woman with a dog peeing, not even pooping.
Right.
Peeing on this.
Look at that. Look at that beautiful bitch. And that lady too.
Yes. I just, I mean, if it's me, not that I run social medias or anything, but if you're going to do an article about it, maybe have the dog taking a poop.
Yep. Not a piss. Yeah. So, story time.
The
year was 2002, and there was a country station in my hometown. I've worked in radio for about 20 years now. This is when I was a teenager.
Wow.
And this station was doing they were having callers call in. It was the middle of winter. It was like fucking 10 degrees outside, cold as shit, no pun intended. And they were having callers attempt to win tickets to some country artist, doesn't matter who. How did you win? Whoever's dog took a shit first. How did you prove it? You didn't. It was just for fun. But my stepdad won the tickets. And here's how the call went. Some lady was on there, and she's like, my little dog's outside. and I think he's sniffing around. And my stepdad gets on, and he's like, "Yeah, I got my big black lab. He's out here. Oh, his back's arching. His back's arching. Oh, here comes it steaming. Oh, he got it!" And it was the best radio I've ever heard in my life.
Do you think you could do this on your station today?
I think I could. I don't know if we would probably have time to air the next day, but we probably get some angry calls in from the Lutherans in the area. But who knows? But it was fantastic, and since then I've been chasing the dragon, so to speak, of that perfect radio moment. Yeah, it was fun times.
We have a new drinking game. Every time Joe takes a pee, we take a drink. So hashtag pee break. Hashtag Joe doesn't wash his hands. Cheers to that. So so Nick says, did you and he's all caps. He is very excited. Very excited. Did you show him my poop, Logan?
Oh, come now. We know you're a voyeur. We know that's not yours.
We did not show any poop pics out of courtesy for Brandon. He is not a big fan, turns out, of seeing other people's shit.
I've seen those pictures you've sent already, Nick. We don't need them.
So we kind of we're not going to show them.
I can describe them though.
Yeah, so he's going to describe them.
Of these.
What I want to know though is how many we are up to, if you can count that high, because
the counting is a little tough.
And while Logan's looking that up, we're going to do one more poop article, so we can do the poop article, do the poop update, and so in New York City, there was a subway platform, and there was unfortunately somebody that was attacked with feces.
Is there a video of it? Because I think there is.
There is a video. Let's roll the clip. And again, this is from our friends from NBC New York who gave us permission to play this video.
You're sitting there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am sitting here. What?
No, you're sitting there on the platform waiting for your train to come back.
Yes.
Waiting to ride the subway. And you get blasted. Some guy comes up to you.
Some eyebrows and fuel the ongoing debate about what's going on with criminal justice and the criminal justice system. The man accused of smearing human feces on an unsuspecting subway rider is back on the streets tonight following his second arrest in 2 days. He's charged with harassment and menacing in last month's violent attack.
Come on,
and
Frank.
With a hate crime back in September when police say he spit in a Jewish man's
kind of
face.
looks like Kobe.
Ida Siegel is in the Wakefield section of the Bronx.
Like a young doesn't he?
To New Yorkers, and
it's not like a Kobe. If you look at him quickly, kind of looks like he's Kobe's cousin.
Bit, yeah.
You know
it's
what I mean?
video that horrified just about every subway rider who's seen it. A woman attacked by a man who smeared feces in her face. Tonight, we learned the man arrested for this crime, 37-year-old Frank Abrakwa, was rearrested for another attack, a hate crime. And once again, he appeared before a judge.
Come on, Frank. I mean, look at him. He's just like chilling.
I'm just Frank walking down. I got arrested yesterday for throwing shit on people.
I got a bunch of shit right here.
Shit in my hand.
Oh, this. You know what? I am not going to condone this by any means.
Uh-oh, the word butt's coming.
But I hate Crocs.
Every subway rider who's seen it, a woman attacked by a man who smeared feces in her face. Tonight, we learned
then he
the man
got it on her
arrested for this
back.
crime, 37-year-old Abrakwa.
What possesses someone to be like, this is my thing. This is my thing. I'm gonna take shit and I'm gonna start smearing it on people's faces. I mean, he's pretty well dressed too. He's got this jacket.
He's just mentally fucked up.
I mean, to be carrying around either your own or somebody else's poop.
That's what I'm wondering. Is it his own? It's got to be his own work. I feel like if you're twisted enough to do it, it's got to be his own work, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just
Subway scat attack.
Because I mean,
what do you do at that moment? You were covered in shit. You go to somebody for help. You're covered in shit.
You puke.
Well, yeah, but like.
So here's what I'm thinking. I think it's going to be different because if somebody does that to me, I'm going to lose it. You know what I mean? Like I'm going down swinging. They're going to be wearing their own shit.
Right.
And it's going to kind of look like, you have a terrible diet.
Go after him, wipe it off you, and shove it down his mouth.
Yeah, and you've used terrible half-ply toilet paper, so your butt's a little raw. You get a little blood every once in a while on the wipe. That's what he's going to look like. His own shit and a little bit of blood. But let's go the other way. There's this poor woman by herself being attacked by somebody bigger than her, what is she gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That sucks.
I mean,
That's-
I think about what she had to go through and the after effects and how it's impacting her now, even, but also
Yeah.
the time between her finding, oh, there's video of this, and going through it. Like, who did she approach? Did she approach the police? Did she have to ride the train with shit on her?
Oh, I guarantee you, yeah.
Who's gonna listen to you when you got shit on you, right? Who's
Right.
gonna believe you? You sound like
Who's gonna want to hold the phone? You're gonna have to go speakerphone because you don't want to put the phone up to you. But how is she gonna know that he's not gonna come back with another bag of shit?
That's just
Yeah, I couldn't imagine having it like shit in my beard. Shit in my beard.
I'd shave it off, dude. I would.
Oh, fuck off with that. Where's that mute button? All right, so we're gonna just do a quick little shitty update on how many poop pics were sent to you.
So I got 6 different emails.
Okay.
One has a bunch of them. So I don't know. And I don't think he's here today. But they're all dry, like in a box. One's in a box, one's in a bag. One's outside just looks like someone just well, they lost their shit.
Is this person potentially a plumber?
And one's out of a pipe. So like I don't know if these are just random poop picks. So none of these are going to win or even get much mention. Although the one in the box literally looks like
wait, Logan, read some email. Yeah, he's reading.
It looks like a perfectly wrapped donut.
Wow.
Look at that.
I'm starting to question the listeners.
How does that happen?
How does that
I feel like
happen?
we could show. I feel like you got to show that one. Brandon, turn your head if you don't want to see this one.
Oh, I've got the camera off. Don't worry, I can't see.
Okay.
You want me to show it?
Yeah, show that one. Yeah. That's I don't know. That's a poop in a box.
Poop in a box.
All right, so
I'm starting to question your viewers here, Matt, and how crazy they are. I mean, we know the craziness of some of them. I'm looking at you. You know.
Hey, listen, everybody poops. I read it in the book.
Not everybody puts it in a box to save for.
That's a weird one. Yeah, that's a weird one.
Joe Myers sent one in.
Yeah, he did.
It basically looks, and if anyone, including myself, who loves fucking Chinese food, it looks like some form of orange chicken.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
You know, like that looks like some good old.
This used to be my favorite night of the week, boys.
What's that?
This used to be my favorite night of the week. You've ruined it.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna move on past this, but yes, if at any point you guys can send, poop pics and whatever. I guess you need to. That's a long.
That's out of a 3-year-old.
No.
Yep.
Is that a poop or a snake?
Yes.
That looks like a snake.
It's 2 of them.
All right. You know what? I have an article about snakes. You want to move on, Brandon?
It's amazing.
Oh, go ahead. You can do what you got. I'm trying.
Well, I'm just saying. So look at that. What you just did, Logan, and then look at this picture. They look the same.
What is that?
It's a snake, not a turd.
Oh, that's a snake.
That's a snake. All right. So
where is it?
You want to talk about? All right.
What's it behind?
All right. So segueing because the poop that he just sent, whoever did that, congratulations. That was.
Let me say the name. I'll say the name. He says out of his 3-year-old, it's
You don't have to say the name unless they want the name to be said.
Okay.
I would like to say something. If you took a poop and sent a picture of it, you need some Jesus, okay? Throw that. You need the Lord in your life.
You need some Jesus.
Jesus is just all right with me.
Saying prayers for you, and we're going to send them your way, unlike just like you just sent those pictures the way of Logan.
This guy needs a better diet.
Oh well, yeah, he hasn't been feeling so good.
Right.
He hasn't been feeling
and
good.
Since Nick asked, Nick, it's legit.
Yeah, that's
legit.
That one picture.
But the 3-year-old kicks your ass.
I'm gonna say though, I'm worried about your 3-year-old and their diet and like
Rennie had something like that.
that's okay. So it looked exactly like a snake. Thank you, everybody. If you're going to continue to send the poop pics, send them to Logan at beardlaws.com. Or if you just want to say, hey, or if you have any funny news articles or some baseball trivia, send it over to Logan at beardlaws.com. So Air Asia flight. Has anybody ever taken an Air Asia flight?
No, I have not.
No, I don't know. But so apparently, has anybody seen any movies about snakes on the plane?
I'd rather not.
There was that movie, Snakes on a Plane, right? I didn't watch it. but I've heard about it. So this happened in real life. An Air Asia flight was diverted. I don't know why it came out like that. I didn't think the word was going to be diverted, and I Loganed it. I critiqued it a little too hard. But so the passengers were all of a sudden sitting there and spotted snakes on their motherfucking planes. And it really happened.
Well done, Samuel.
And there is a snake on the plane. And yeah, apparently it needed to be diverted. I'm not exactly sure. The only reason I could think is maybe it was a poisonous snake, so they would have to shut it down. I mean, you would think it would cost.
Where there's one, there's more.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So what we do here too is when we see these articles, we read the headlines and then we just kind of decide to go for it. So this is from NPR.org, not org. So passengers on the flight had their trip rerouted after spotting an uninvited passenger on the plane. Yeah, well, if you're thinking, hey, it's 2022, probably somebody freaking out over not wearing a mask. But this is not it. This is a snake. And it, let's see here. Long snake can be seen slithering through an overhead light fixture. And apparently this video was shared, well, guess what? On TikTok by user EDAL8808. We should probably look it up. You guys want to look it up?
Sure.
Look it up.
All right, we'll look this video up. In the caption, the user wrote the flight, which was headed from Malaysian capital city of Kuala Lumpur, pretty sure I said it wrong, to Teu. I don't know. I can't speak.
Sure,
I can't speak Asian. Apparently, had to instead make an emergency landing in Kuching. I'm just gonna not say names.
Did you say Coochie?
Kuching.
Oh,
Kuching.
Sure.
Catching me, catching you. Air Asia. They're aware of the incident that occurred on this flight from place I can't pronounce to other place I can't pronounce. No, but they did say that none of the guests were in danger. And I'm just trying to see how if there was, what kind of snake, and there's just nothing. There's nothing.
Lillette is killing it.
Well played, Lillette. I mean, or Lalita.
I feel like we soured Brandon.
What's going on, Brandon? You got thoughts on this?
I'm not a fan of snakes, but no.
Would you rather look at snake pics or poop pics?
I don't mind snakes. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
I all of a sudden don't like snakes as much. All right, here it is.
I'd rather look at dick pics than shit pics. I'll tell you that.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, send all of your dick pics to Brandon at beardlaws.com.
This email does not exist. God damn you.
So here is the video. Here is the TikTok. And if you want to see more TikTok videos and us reacting, make sure you check out Triple T. Same time, same place, Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Self-promo. It's not moving. That snake's probably...
That don't bother me.
Yeah.
Just a snake. Somebody will catch it.
Lots of...
All you do is just, do the rest of the flight with your feet up.
I mean, if Samuel L. Jackson is...
applesauce.
If Samuel L. Jackson is on TikTok and does not duet that video, then,
good call.
then this world. Is there anybody that you know that does a good Samuel L. Jackson impersonation? Brandon, can you do one?
No.
What about the voice? Can he do one?
Who's that?
Oh, your buddy there.
You're talking about Stefan?
Yeah. I didn't know if it was Steven or Stefan, so I didn't want to say his name.
I used to do videos and I called him Stefan. He was like, it's Stefan.
Yeah, but I mean, it's confusing because Steven
I don't
is...
know if he could do he's not really an impersonator. He doesn't do impersonations. I think he's got a better voice than Samuel.
He's got a great voice. Second best voice I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who's number one?
Obviously Logan, and then myself, and then you, and then Toby.
I know, but no, he's. Here's my question: would you rather listen to Samuel L. Jackson do his thing in the way that he does his thing,
like have sex or masturbate, or like just him being like acting,
just acting, yelling, going crazy, the thing that he does,
okay.
Or would you rather listen to Morgan Freeman talk so eloquently? And
Morgan Freeman eloquently.
Depends on the situation. Do I want to follow?
Would you rather
want to stay calm?
Okay. Would you rather laugh in a Samuel L. Jackson movie as he's cussing somebody out, or would you rather have a heartfelt moment like Shawshank Redemption with Morgan Freeman?
Laugh.
Okay.
What about you?
No wrong answer.
Fair enough.
It's two different things, right? Do you want to have a steak or do you want an ice cream cone, right? I mean,
Right. I want Morgan Freeman to narrate me trying to venture home after being out all night and leaving at 3 a.m. and walking uphill.
Okay.
I think that would be funny.
I mean, for the right price.
I've seen videos of it, and it's pretty funny.
Where did Logan's life go wrong?
Yes.
It was at this moment.
Started in second grade when he asked.
Son of a bitch thought he was going uphill and he walked down to the bridge.
All right, so
Lenny Wilkins.
moving on from snakes to something that Brandon, I feel like this episode just isn't for you, but I'm curious about this. How do you feel about maggots?
Oh.
Oh, they don't bother. Okay, cool. What if you found maggots at the bottom of your McDonald's drink?
Ooh, you don't find maggots at the bottom of your McDonald's drink. You find maggots in your mouth from the bottom of your. Yeah.
So yeah, again, thanks to our friends at mir.co.uk, a woman claims to have found maggots at the bottom of her McDonald's drink. Natalia Reynolds had a Coke Zero from a McDonald's restaurant and was shocked to discover there were maggots at the bottom of her cup, but she only realized after finishing it.
Tell me those fuckers didn't go through the straw.
Ooh, a woman.
No way.
I mean, we're gonna show the picture, but a woman was disgusted after she claims that there was maggots. They appear to be maggots in her drink.
I'm walking in the store and I'm fucking swinging, and I don't care who's getting it. Grandma's getting it. Somebody's getting it. That motherfucking ice cream machine's getting it. Who's getting it? I'll tell you what.
And to make it even worse, she's pregnant at the time. I don't know if they're probably not toxic. That's probably gonna do anything. But who was pregnant, nipped into one of the fast food restaurants for a meal on Thursday. I like that. She nipped in.
If you're pregnant, you probably nip in everywhere anyways.
She's already been nipped. Anyway, nipped. Okay. So she claims she saw maggots at the bottom, and now she has been put off going to McDonald's. Well, no shit. I'm put off. Joe's put off from that, and I feel like more people are as well. But she took the offending cup back to the Rawcliffe Road branch of the chain in Goole. Kind of looks like Google. Probably gets confused a lot.
Sure.
And the staff was left scratching their heads at what the brown worm-like shapes were. McDonald's said the issue has been investigated and they did not find any evidence of pest activity, but they were continuing to, liaise. How do you say that? Liaise?
I love McDonald's soda.
I mean, this was in the UK. I don't know. So I'm just trying to get to the article was. I mean, I can't imagine this woman's just going to drop maggots in there and then try to go back to the store, right? No. Yeah, so she was 25 weeks pregnant at the time, now 25 weeks pregnant. It just made me extra concerned knowing I drunk this. I saw drunk and I was like, she was drunk? She was drunk while pregnant? But I don't know. Apparently, they're there. Ooh. What do you guys think? What is going on with this?
That's more of a story. Oh, boy.
Interesting. Mom with Britain's biggest eyebrows looks unrecognizable without them.
Those aren't fucking eyebrows. It's paint.
You are looking at the new fashion trend of 2032.
Wow. Did she just eat Oreos too? I think she just ate some Oreos.
No, that's a hair lifter.
Sure, that's what that is.
Anyway, so I was just trying to see there. Apparently, they've continuing going there, but don't worry. She's not going to go to McDonald's anymore in the future. She's going to KFC. And for everybody that doesn't know, UK, they love their KFC. And call back to some episodes a while ago. There was even like a contest. People got married at a KFC. They love their KFC over there. But I don't know. Something doesn't add up. McDonald's is saying, nope, didn't come from us. I can't imagine she just has maybe she has a bearded dragon and she just has a bunch of maggots that she feeds a bearded dragon.
What's ICP, girl?
Insane Clown Posse?
Maybe. That's good. Wow, that was quick.
What else could ICP be?
I wouldn't have thought.
I mean, if it was IC poop, Logan sees poop that goes to his email all the time. Again, send your poop pics, Logan at beardlaws.com. Send your dick pics to Brandon at beardlaws.com. Oh, Brandon, don't worry. I'm gonna start up that. I'm gonna set up that email for you. Yeah, see.
So Insane Clown Posse.
We're on the same page, Ruth. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, so Joe sent us over some Florida news. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. Florida man arrested for blank. I want you guys to guess what Florida man was arrested for?
Oh, boy.
I know it's a tough one. I'll give you a little bit of a clue. Florida man was in a store and was arrested for something.
Taking a poop in the middle of the aisle.
Ooh, okay.
Seems to be the theme today, doesn't it? Doing a taste test on the Viagra and seeing if it actually works.
Oh, okay. Stealing an alligator. Great guess. Also, great. Ruth, aren't you glad you randomly stumbled into this podcast? Because I know that I'm truly, truly glad that you did. And you're already on the same mentality of us, and it's only been a cup wank in it. That's a good one as well. So his last name's Durant, which probably related to Kevin. You know, maybe they're cousins. Florida man was arrested after stealing a crossbow by stuffing it down his pants.
Sure you would.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's so Darren Durant, there he was. 46 years old, used a pair of cutting tools to remove the security tag on a Raven Rio crossbow. All right, this comes from news.sky.com, courtesy of Joe Myers 69. I mean 86.
Nice.
And so he was shown on CCTV at the True Value store on 2 February. 46-year-old can be seen walking to the shop with a crutch before taking a pair of cutting tools and removing the security tag on the crossbow. He then can be seen shoving the weapon down the front of his trousers before walking out. Amazingly, he made it out of the shop, but he was arrested a few days later in the car park of a nearby store. An arrest warrant has been issued for him on other unrelated burglary charges. Yeah, so there's a video. We're going to show the video.
Let's see.
Let's see it.
It's spinning.
Dun,
It
dun,
must-
dun, dun,
All right, here we go. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing.
My
Good
leg
work.
Feels better.
Good
Just
work
gonna
with the crotch.
go ahead and steal
Do,
this
try to do it in one leg or
crossbow here. Oh, some creativity.
Wow.
Wow.
He was the only guy in Florida wearing a mask.
Sir, what a big
no wonder
crossbow
why
you have.
No wonder why they found him.
oh my god.
That is awesome.
Wow. I mean, look
Hold
at
it, go back. Do you still have pause that?
why do you are you trying to see a little bit of pause it when I
No,
guess.
so like before like
It's hard to pause.
okay, right there.
Look at that.
Like, that is insane. Although
Maybe he uses
although-
the crutch because he has elephantitis.
right. It's like there's some thought put behind this guy and his silliness.
I mean, at least he was thinking to himself, I've got sweatpants on.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, yeah. Could you imagine if he did that in a pair of skinny jeans? There'd be old ladies from Florida lining up saying,
Lining up.
Hey, come here, big boy. All right. So, you know what? Speaking of that, I got one more article. I'm 53 years older than my toy boy. We've made thousands of dollars on the OnlyPans. That's right. There's a guy here named Gary, and he's with a girl, Elmida. How old do you think Gary is?
Elmida.
Did you say Almeida or are you rolling your R's there? Elmida.
ALMEDA.
I'm saying Almeida.
Probably Almeida. But yep.
Anyways, how old do you think Gary is?
Gary's the older one.
I'm going to let
Okay,
you guys
all right.
guess.
53.
Okay, Gary's 53. Well, one of them's 53 years older. So that puts
shit.
one
Okay,
at 106 or 0.
Oh my god.
I'm saying Gary's 21.
No,
Okay.
79.
Okay, so 79. So then you're going to say Gary. All right, so turns out Gary is
74.
24
Ooh.
and she is 77. They married in 2015, and in just 2 weeks after meeting at the funeral of Almeida's son, they're now raking in cash on OnlyFans, but not everyone approves of their side gig. I mean, they look happy.
Yeah.
He's got a Hugh Hefner robe.
Right. The only way you can get away with that is if you walk around in a Hugh Hefner robe.
And here's what I'm getting at. Like, people are upset about it, but there's a lot of people that are paying them to be successful in their side gig.
Right.
So, I mean,
Does that make it right?
We'll talk a little more about
Yeah,
the happy couple. So, a couple of
People have done
53
worse.
years between them, saying that joining OnlyFans has spiced up their marriage, despite loved ones saying they're disgusting. I mean, nobody wants to see that apparently, but apparently they do. There's a
They
marker
do.
for that. 24 and 77 they are. They're from, guess where they're from?
Florida?
Delaware.
Tennessee.
Okay.
Ooh.
So they married in 2015 and joined the adult platform. The couple who own a business together say they've made so much money on the adult app that they've been able to pay off debts, buy a new car, and are planning on buying a house.
Oh man,
They've got her a plot planned out. It's amazing. Got everything set up there.
They have no regrets about joining the platform. They claim their loved ones are less than impressed with how they get in the extra cash. I mean, these guys they're just happy.
Of course they got fans. They've got lots of fans. People like to watch a fucking car crash. I like watching MMA fights. I don't think the people who are the MMA fighters should be thinking that I'm their fan, more of just like I like seeing them get their fucking face beat in. Listen, I am all for these adults who are consenting to be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do with their life, whether it's behind closed doors or in this case, open for the public to see if they want to pay the price. But
yeah.
I am definitely one to say, I don't think this is a good idea for everybody.
Yeah, so it's they said it's our life to live and we're in full control of it. The pair first met in 2015 at the funeral of her son, Robert. Gary, who was 17 at the time, had just split up with a 77-year-old.
What?
So Gary,
That's the thing.
17 at the time, was with a 77-year-old, got rid of her, traded her in for a younger model at the young age of 71.
But it's working. It's great. They're doing good things. No,
So
it's
sh-
not.
so
Pedophilia clearly not in Tennessee.
So she was 71, married this guy 2 weeks later. 17, 71. They were married, and they're still married. 5, 6, 7 years. They're still going, but I don't know. They're in love. And this woman's back again. She's back again, and some UFOs. They're in love. They're in love.
He must be hung like a walking cane.
Must be. Good for
Or he's
them.
just able to feed her soup pretty well.
Oh.
He's got a steady hand. Way better than all of her friends.
17 years old.
He's good with the
With
sponge.
a 77-year-old. Traded her
I
in.
get the experience part.
That's beyond
But
experience.
You have to be able to do it. Clearly she can.
I mean, there's only one way to find out. Just get on their OnlyFans.
Oh, nope. I'm good.
Oh.
Thank you.
Speaking of old people, I don't really have a lot to go from here. But a guy won $4 million in the Mega Millions. Guess how he won, guys? Guess where he got the inspiration for his numbers?
Lost.
How many different times he's had different VD?
From a Chinese fortune cookie.
No.
Yeah. Gabriel Fierro, sounds like he should be a cook, said he decided on a whim to play his fortune cookie numbers in last Tuesday's drawing and ended up with the largest win in the history of online play in North Carolina.
And now employees at the Golden Dragon are asking for their money back.
Right? He matched all 5 white balls to win $1 million, which quadrupled to $4 million when the 4 times Megaplier hit. He couldn't believe his own luck initially. He got an email in the morning, and he just stared at it dumbfounded, he said. I took it and showed it to my wife. She thought it was an April Fool's joke or a scam. Side note, if you play, check your spam folder, Michigan woman. And then we talked about that. But yeah, 60-year-old who retired as a combat veteran, spending 32 years in the Army.
Wow.
He's going to invest most of his winnings. So, I mean, you know what? It's a feel-good
for him.
story. You know, a guy
Yeah.
that served our country for 32 years, finally got $4 million because of a
Making numbers
Chinese.
like that, he's hot. He's on fire. He should stop dropping egg roll.
Oh, that was
Dad
good.
joke.
Brandon didn't even smile. That
Nothing. Nothing.
It's 2022, fam. I'm not smiling at none of that shit.
was fair enough. I smiled. Come at me, cancel culture. That was a good dad joke. All right, so we spun the picker wheel a couple of weeks ago, and it was movie/TV show that you refuse to watch.
Oh God, where do we start?
yeah.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is a good one. Even though I watched a season like way after it ended, when everybody was like, "Oh, this is the greatest fucking show in the history of the world." I never watched it. Same with Sopranos. I didn't watch it till years later, and then was like, "Oh, it's pretty good." Too bad fans ruined it for me. Game of Thrones was way too tough to get into and watch, and I'm with Toby on the idea that it should make sense from episode 1 or 2 or 3. But if I got to make it to season 2, fuck out of here. That's the one that really that sticks in my craw and really stands out. Oh, that stupid fucking show with that guy about he was a murderer. What was that dumbass show?
Oh, the one show about a murder?
Mm-hmm. Where he was like a serial killer and like he was the like both the antagonist and protagonist of the show. Fuck, what was the dumbass show?
Oh shit. Was that a Fox show?
I don't remember.
No.
Well, you guys are thinking of it. I'll throw out my one.
Dexter.
Show.
Fucking Dexter.
Dexter.
I like Dexter.
What about Dexter's Laboratory?
Oh, Monk was another one. Fuck that show too.
Wow. Anything else?
He's angry.
Yeah. Do you need a hug? Come here, big boy.
Hey, you guys made me watch poop and say I would rather look at dick pics. Okay.
We didn't make you.
I will also accept fat goth titty pics too. So make sure to send those to Brandon at beardlaws.
All right, hold on. What's your email again? I got a couple of those.
Hey, and for the record, we showed one poop pic and you said the camera was off and you didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
So listen, we didn't make you do anything.
I'm with you, Lillette. Friends is terrible too. Sorry, go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, I could call him that.
Yeah, I mean, I could go without that. I don't know. I like Seinfeld though.
Seinfeld's great. I love Seinfeld.
Seinfeld's great. Dexter, yep, you nailed it, Grim. Show I'm never going to watch, and I refuse to watch it, and I will never watch it. Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I'm not like one of those guys that are like, it's stupid. These people are dumb, but I just don't get into that.
No, this is why.
Go ahead.
I don't give a shit about duck calls. I don't duck hunt.
Love it.
You know what I mean? Like in a lot of people, and for the fact that everybody's like, "Oh, you look like that guy from Duck Dynasty."
Do you ever get that way? You don't like Duck Dynasty? You got a big beard.
Yep.
We don't all have
sorry,
the same brain, dude.
And I won't wear bandanas anymore, and I used to a lot because they're like, "Oh, you look just like the guy from Duck Dynasty. You wear bandanas and you got a beard." Fair enough. All right, that's the one show that I really. There's a lot of them because to be honest with you, I don't have
reality shows are out.
I don't have a TV subscription. Like I strictly just have a computer. So like, I mean, you can find whatever, but it's not like I have the show that like I gotta watch. But what is it for you?
No reality shows. If you want reality, it's sports. I will definitely go with Harry Potter and probably one when we were younger. I won't watch The Matrix.
Yeah, I'm with you on The Matrix.
Yeah, I can't get into it. I'm not a sci-fi guy, anyways. Like you said, Game of Thrones. I only watched. I'd go in and out of the living room while my wife was watching it. I watched the last season because I walked in one day and there was a naked chick, and I was like, "What's this about?" She's like, "It's Game of Thrones." Like, I'll watch her, and she was walking like, shame. It was a weird fucking scene. I was like, "You're messed up," and so I walked out. Like Game of Thrones, I ended up watching the end of it because I wanted to spend time with my wife. But like stuff like that's weird. But Matrix, I bet the cinematography and the action is amazing. Like, and I love Keanu Reeves and all that stuff. But Matrix, I have no interest in.
Reenactment for that last season, watching it with his wife. No, this is great, babe. What's this one guy do? This is an interesting show. All right, so you want to do stuff tonight?
Yeah, you want a back rub?
Jesus Christ, were you in my house?
So Elo, or Elo KNU, Eloknu, whatever. I agree. Bachelor, awful. Wouldn't watch it. That's definitely terrible.
Yep.
She wrote, I enjoy the Blacklist. I cannot watch Blacklist. I can't stand him as an actor.
Anybody else find themselves, and maybe it's just me because I hate swimming with the crowd, but anybody else find themselves like actively dodging shows that everybody's like, "Oh my god, this just dropped on Netflix. It's the greatest thing ever. You should watch it." It's like, I can't even stop. Like, you should try stopping right now.
Is it because everyone does it, or because we know people that like probably some of the greatest people you can meet, nice people, whatever. But if their intelligence level is on a different level than mine, I'm not saying they're not smarter than me, but like they're into something that they really like, and I know them well enough to know, like, okay, they're watching this so that they can just continue to be dumb. I don't want to watch it.
So I
kind of going on what you're saying.
Side note, I agree. Side note, also Lillette, James Spader.
No, James Spader. That's who it is. I can't stand him.
What about AC Slater?
I want to sniff him.
How much would you have to get paid to smell AC Slater's poop every day for 2 months on a plant-based
you
diet?
Sniff Spader or Slater?
Oh,
how much would I have to get paid? Are we talking like a one-time deal? Like after the 2 months, it's done. You're not getting paid anymore. It's not.
You're going to get paid per month
for the 2 months.
Yep.
Oh, it'd have to be in the millions. I'm not smelling some dude's poop.
What?
Bring it here. Oh, that's good. That's good. Like, no,
dude, if I could
that's
pay
not
out
happening.
my camper, I would.
That's going on your tongue, dude.
like just.
I mean, one whiff is all it takes.
Give me $8,000 and I'll.
And then you could come up with a song. One whiff is all it takes.
Graham, 100% agree. 100% agree.
Yeah, that's not even fun. It's not comedy.
Logan, we can't be friends.
No, we can. We'll just have to find a different hot spot for us. It's just not going to be James Spader.
He's gonna smell that poop for $5,000.
$5,000. I'd smell poop for $5,000.
Absolutely.
Bother me.
Speaking of that,
I worked on a farm. What do I care?
Let's spin the wheel. Start a dropshipping business with WordPress. Try for free. What's the weirdest, grossest fact you keep in your brain?
These things?
Our viewers, who are amazing.
Right.
Do we want to answer the weirdest, grossest fact you keep in your brain? Let's do it. And then we'll spin it again. It takes 10 pounds of human pressure to rip off the human nutsack.
Okay.
That's a weird, grossest fact that's in my brain. I would imagine.
Sure.
Like, I think that qualifies. No?
No, that totally qualifies.
Okay, that qualifies.
That's a lot of pressure.
All right.
What is it?
I mean, no, I feel like 10 pounds of human, like, I feel like I got way more pounds of pressure than that.
So, like, really, you could do it.
Oh, I think I could rip off a nutsack.
Oh!
Do you guys think you could? Like, I don't know if I can mentally do it.
It's going to be harder mentally than physically. Is what
yeah.
The key is to grab, twist, pull.
Right. I think you're right. I think there's definitely an art to this.
Yeah. You can bite through fingers with the same ease as baby carrots.
Oh.
Interesting.
That's fucked.
Bird that life.
Okay.
Oh, Brandon's got one. He doesn't want to say it. I saw the eye roll.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Oh, okay.
Anybody know what that seam is called? You know, the one that connects your bung to the tip of your dick. Never mind. So honest question. If you guys have the question, I'd love to know. But do you know that the only part of your body that cannot heal, if as long as everything is working, et cetera, is your teeth. Your teeth. Your bones will heal if they break. Your hair will go back. Your liver, as long as there's no cirrhosis and damage, can heal back and grow. Your lungs can regenerate.
As healthy though, you are correct.
Yeah. Your teeth, you're fucked. You break them teeth, man. You got to get fake ones. But
wow, that's a cool. Grimlock says the human anus stretches 7 inches. A raccoon can fit in a hole 4 inches wide. You can almost have 2 raccoons in your buttholes.
And this is why we have good friends on this show.
This is why we love our viewers. Logan, do you have like a grossiest fact that just kind of lives in your brain?
I don't really. I have a gross fact, and I liken it to probably everyone that has done this, that I know of a person nipples pierced and they get pussy. So all I can it's
a weird word, by the way.
Right? So like
I thought you were trying to say that you knew a dude that got his nipple pierced, and now he gets so much pussy.
Like, did they not heal, or can they not heal? I guess is my thing. Like, can they not, if that's the case?
How many years has this been rolling through your head? Why didn't you just ask them?
Quite a few years.
Do you know there's Google? You could just ask.
I never really thought to. I always try and block it out of my head, but apparently I haven't. But like.
Do they still do this?
Right, like, I don't know. I've never seen it done, but I think so. But that's what I'm guessing, like infected. Like I got these holes in my arm here. Like these things, I can, you gotta clean them.
For sure, yeah.
It's a weird story.
You should clean all of the holes.
Clean all unnormal holes that you have in your body.
Spin the picker wheel for next week because we are about out of time. 90%. First, would you rather have the first 90% of a BJ or the last 10%? Or give? I think Brandon, you asked this one.
That's crispy. Whatever it is, it's deep fried. You know what's coming up.
That was coincidental.
BJ.
And scary at the same time. So are we answering this now?
No, we're gonna save it for next week.
Okay. Sure. We're gonna save the BJ for next week. The one that you have to be forced to take. Yes.
Yeah, haven't we all heard that one?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Matt.
Sorry about that, you guys.
I want you to think long and hard about this one, boys.
Okay. Listen.
Like what would before can we do the prep talk? What is this going to encompass? This full family, like we're talking the first 90%. You have to give gusto. You got to get them there. What is that going to take?
Yep. And I want everybody to come back next week for the answer.
Emotional damage.
And accepting the last 90%. I mean, I'm just saying that is where the beard gets shaved off. Okay, let's think about it. I'm telling you,
valid point. That was one of the points that I was there. So to close this out, make sure you guys check out all of our friends of the podcast, especially 90sdresser.com. Go check that out. But thanks to Talking Beards for whatever reason you continue to allow us to put us on your network. We greatly appreciate you. We appreciate our friends, Shot Fun Shotgun, drunkengineers.ca. We appreciate our friends at Heritage Spoons, magicalspoons.ca. We who else we got? We got the Solo Stove. We appreciate them as well. We got the Campfire Society. We appreciate them. And there might potentially be a flannel company that's going to be coming to the Beardlaws Network very soon. So stay tuned, everybody. And next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, coming up here, the date is going to be 3/8/22. It's going to be great. We have breaking news on Triple T. Ooh. So I want you guys to come back. We'll reiterate it on the Thursday show, but there's going to be a special announcement with a collab that that we're doing with another company. It's going to be super exciting. So come back to that. And Toby did miss out on a good one, but he's gonna unfortunately he's got internet issues, but he's gonna figure those out. And we miss you, Toby. We love you, and we love everybody that watches the show. So thank you guys, and I love you guys in the studio. And we're gonna say our goodbyes.
I love 95% of you.
Yeah, that is true. Outro time. Bye.
Peace.